very few people will come out and report it to the authorities. Now, you being a child psychologist, how would you want to guide children and parents as well? If something is not okay, don't hesitate to shame the abuser. It's time to shame the abuser.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. How would you like to share this, ma'am, from your end?
Of course, as I said earlier, you have to create a comfortable space for your child. The child should feel okay, comfortable to share everything which happens to the child. If not the case, child will not tell anything to you, and it will be hiding. It will be thinking bad about themselves. So I would suggest parents to have a we space in our home. We space in the sense only communicating with the child. Child and the parent communication, no mobile phones, no media, nothing. You're sharing your day. Actually, you have to share your day to the child, and child have to share its day to the mother, so that you can identify the hints where it happens. If the child is not comfortable opening up the topic, you have to probe them. What happened, how it happened. Every father and mother's responsibility to identify child's mood, because many children are hesitant, or many children are scared to tell this to their parents, and it is a must to the children to report to their parents, to open up to their parents. If not parents, they have to tell at least the teachers or anyone who is very trusted. So we have to create that space to the children. If very younger children definitely will come out, they will tell something else that happened to them. Like they'll not directly tell it is abuse, but they'll tell that uncle did that, that this uncle did that, like that. In the children who are at the age of 13, 14, 15, they'll feel very embarrassed. So if I tell them, they'll think bad about me, they'll judge me, or they will destroy my identity. So to that children, you have to work very hard. So many parents think that they are in puberty stage, so they are becoming very mature, so we don't have to guide them. It's not the way. Till children are getting married, parent support should be there. They have to be friendly, at least to one parent, either to the mother or to the father. They have to be friendly. They have to share everything. Many families are not doing it. They don't have dinner time nowadays. In those days, we had dinner time. We'll be sitting together, eating, and we'll be chit chatting with our father, mother, or sibling. But nowadays, in many families, I don't see dinner time. And most of the families are nuclear now. They have only one child or two child. But in those days, we had many people in our family. They had a lot of choices, a lot of options to express themselves. But now it's only mobile and child, mobile and parent. So you have to break this circle.
Yes, dear. There's one last question that I'd like to put, ma'am. There was a certain child, a case study, where her neighbor, like not immediate neighbor, maybe 4 or 5 houses, and then that neighbor's house was there. So whenever the grandmother took this little girl to that house just for a walk or a talk, just like that, there was that the head of the family, one uncle. He would just lift up this little girl and put her up in the air and hold her down and then kiss her cheeks like that. Of course, not on the lips, up on the cheek like that. But this girl did not like it. And she would begin to cry constantly. And then the grandmother would bring her back home. And whenever they say that we are going to that uncle and auntie's house, she would start crying. But nevertheless, that girl was taken for the evening walk. Her grandmother took her and went. Now, when this girl has become an adult, like, she's so scared, like, to connect with people of that same face, that same uncle type of, she has that fear. So when it is a no, either from a child or from an elderly woman or man, they say no is a no, don't touch. What do you have to say?
Yes. So this creates a trauma in a child, because it has been abused in a way that child is getting fear of whomever she meets. So parents are in very responsible position to understand how the child reacts to a new person. When somebody enters in a family new, they have to understand the relationship or communication between that person and the child. If the child is not feeling comfortable, that's completely your responsibility to take care. If the child is not okay, it is fine. You don't have to force them to be with a person whom the child is not comfortable. So parents have the main role playing in the child's life, where they have to take care of every aspects. So if the child is not comfortable, it's absolutely fine. You don't have to force them. Just let it be. Then the child also have to come out of their own space to tell them that this is not my comfortable space. They'll be showing definitely in one or the other way. They'll be crying, or they'll be not okay. We can see through their face reactions. But parents are not ready to understand that reactions. That's where the problem happens.
So this is a big message to all the people. If any child doesn't want to be with you or doesn't like your presence, please move away. Please respect
Yes.
yourself before they disgrace you or put you into shame. Thank you so much, Vasavi ma'am. I would like to, continue the session with you, but I respect your time. Thank you for sharing your time. Thank you for sharing your expertise. I mean, whatever question I put forward to you, you were able to answer that so confidently. I'm sure you're one of the best child psychologists that I've ever met on this platform. Thank you so much. I look forward to many more interactions with you. Lots of love to you, your family, and I'm sure your dad will be very proud listening to you share like this so bravely and confidently today on the International Fab Talks.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Don't forget to love yourself, love your family, protect your family, and don't forget to protect even others as well. Even that child is not yours, but you are an adult. You have to protect that child. It's not ours, so don't just cut off and just turn your face and go away. Stand up for all the little children who need your help, even if it's your blood or not. You stand for them and protect the world and be of use to everyone. With this, I'd like to sign off now from the International Fab Talks. Thank you for being a part of our journey. If you like what we are doing as a team, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. Stay blessed and stay connected. Thank you very much. Thank you.